Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. So, let's go. I don't see what the big deal is. It's just a room with a bird dude. I mean, it's the same as when we got the missile tank. It's weird that the door didn't close, though. Anyway. Bombs! I don't know why they pick such a weird thing. I don't know why they just can't say, press down on the controller. So, when you're in a ball, and you... What the crap? Why did the door just close? Okay, what's going on? What the crap is that? So, here's your first mini-boss battle. It's a Chozo Statue guy gone crazy, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how best to describe this fight. It's weird. Somehow it drools and it shoots little lava balls at you. Those little things I'm picking up, the purple things, they are health, and the little tiny missile-looking things are, believe it or not, missiles. So let's go ahead and use some of these before he kills us. So once the boss is dead, we can go ahead and collect all of these spoils. Basically, it's just to refill your inventory and get you ready for the next room. So, now, if we press X, we can drop bombs. Which is awesome. There is something that we can go do with these bombs that, should be done. The reason it should be done is because you never know what you're gonna find in this game. Unless you've played it before. But, there's a couple things that we should probably do. They involve going down here into this area. We don't need to save right now. Let us go in here. This, I believe, was the room that we needed the bombs for. With the bombs, now we can break these blocks. And go ahead and explore in the store. To find missile tank. Or missile. I don't know why they just can't call it a missile tank. I think that's kind of odd. But in any case, we have 15 missiles now, so we are doing pretty good. So if you bomb here, there's actually a spot where you can get in the floor. That is a fall-through block. You actually can't see it. I don't think that one regenerates, which is kind of weird. But maybe it does if we go back in. No? Alright, how about if we bomb it? Yeah, that is a fall-through block. That's what those look like. Basically, if you stand on it, you fall through. Hence the name. Makes sense to me. If you go up here... Come on. Samus jumps so slowly. It looks like she jumps pretty high, but believe it or not, there is actually a way for her to jump even higher. So you can go ahead and bomb that. I can't tell you how long it took me to find that as a little kid. I would searched around for the longest time to try to figure out where the crap to go. So you just run down this little trench here. Those little dudes are a pain. We'll see more of them later though. There's only a handful of them. This is an energy tank. These are very helpful and imperative to your survival. It increases your energy by one little pink tank. Every little pink tank is 99 energy. These guys you cannot kill with your beams or a bullet or laser or whatever you want to call it. You can't shoot them with your gun. Basically, you have to use your rockets. Or why did I just call them rockets? That's pretty sad. You have to use your missiles. I think they'll take away my gamer card for that. Yeah, you need to use your missiles to kill those guys. These guys, I know you can kill them, but I don't remember what kills them. We'll find that later in the game, though. These guys are a pain. They just require you to just keep shooting at them. You can launch missiles at them, but I don't think it makes them go away any faster. I think that you just need to get all the little spores off of them, and then they just break away. So here we have an elevator room, again. This will take us to a new area with awesome music. So we are now in Brinstar. A couple things we can do in Brinstar that we could not do in Cratera. First off, you're going to want to explore this place the best that you can with the items that are available to you. I don't remember if we can finish this room off, but I'm gonna start exploring it now. These guys, if you kill them, they're basically your only light source. So don't kill them all, otherwise you won't be able to see where you're going. This is a missile retank room, or missile reload, I guess they're calling it. You can refill your missiles there. There's not a whole lot of them throughout the game. There really should have been more, personally, because there are several points in the game where you're going to want missiles. Like, obviously, you need them for doors, you need them for mini-bosses, you also need them for big bosses. Missiles are very important, and you should make sure to get as many as you can, much like the energy tank. So we're going to go ahead and save real quick, just in case, because as I said before, you never know what can happen. So those guys are, I believe they're called rocket beetles, I want to say. I always thought they looked like turtles. Rocket turtles, I think is what I used to call them, but we're not going to call them that, because I'm pretty sure they're rocket beetles. And these guys, this is basically a spot where you can recharge your energy. This is one of the many points in the game where you are going to see me sit here and just recharge all my crap. This will come in handy later in the game when you have a lot more inventory. We can't traverse this entirety of this room yet, but we can pick up this missile tank that's just sitting here. Nothing guarding it or anything, it's just kind of hanging out. So we could keep going through, but there's really not a whole lot we can do in this room yet. We're going to need something to maybe break those beams? I don't know. There's probably something that we could use. Could you please stop shooting at me? That'd be great. You little weird looking red dude with your wings and your redness and your dude-likeness. I don't know. So let's check out what's in this door. I feel like there's something interesting. I think this may also be a room that we can't fully explore yet, but let's keep going just to make sure. Interesting. So there's a path hidden behind here that you can bomb, and a door here with something in it, I'm sure. This is the Brinstar map room. Cool part about these maps is you don't really understand how many different things you're missing until you get to actually see it. That odd-looking face down there in the bottom right corner, that is the boss of this area of Brinstar. His name is Kraid, and he's not very friendly. So we will face Kraid soon enough, but in the meantime, we have some very important things to do in Brinstar. First things first, this door only opens when you destroy everything. I believe we explored everything that we can up top. Let's just double check, because I just want to make sure, and then we fall. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else. Nope, it doesn't look like that there is. Yeah, there's nothing up there. So let's go ahead and fall all the way to the bottom, because there is something we can do down here. Believe it or not, if you turn into a ball, you see a strange pattern on the floor. We can't really do anything in this room yet until we have something that activates that pattern. So let us keep going, and hopefully we'll find something pretty soon that'll let us do something with that. This room, I remember this room. I've always noticed the stuff falling from the ceiling and how it actually like turns on an angle. I thought that was always kind of cool. And then if you bomb right here, you can just blow out this wall here. You would think a bomb would do a lot more damage than just slowly destroy a wall. These guys are shielded, so there's really nothing you can do right now to hurt them. There is something down here that we need to get before we progress any further. That's an orange door. We'll find out about them later. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some health back. Can I get some energy, please? Can something give me some energy? I guess we'll just have to do this again. As I said before, there should really be more rooms that help you refill your stuff. And if you look over here, we have another missile tank. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. We have 25 missiles. And if you look here, we also have a charge beam. Now, the charge beam is very useful. The charge beam, obviously, charges things. And if you spin into an enemy, that yellow glow that you give off, if you spin into an enemy, it will actually kill them, which is pretty cool. Also, if you charge and you crouch, you can lay multiple bombs instead of just one at a time. That pattern, remember, we still can't break that block, so we'll have to come back here at another time. So let's go ahead and continue exploring up for now. What is up there? Nothing of interest, okay. It's a door, but I don't think we can explore it yet. How dare you hit me? Yeah, we're not going to be able to get over there quite just yet. And this area is kind of cool, but I don't think there's anything we can do yet. I lied. Let's go ahead and get this missile tank. Now, how you're supposed to get that missile tank is there's an item that activates those blocks up there. And we will see that item later in the game. There are many ways you can cheat this game, so to speak, and get away from, get around using some of the items that you find later. All the Metroid games are pretty much like that, except for the later ones, because they kind of keep you from doing that. They kind of want to make you play it the way they want you to play it, which I don't think I really agree with, because Metroid games and Zelda games, these are games that are supposed to be played with the player in mind, you know? I mean, the way they were made, people became used to that concept of playing, of that exploration. That's why there's so few of these games nowadays, where a lot of the games you see now are first-person shooters, and if you're Final Fantasy type games, which I'm not saying anything are wrong with those games. They are great games. In fact, I know several that I play on any occasion, but you just don't see a whole lot of these exploration type of games anymore. I mean, granted, most games don't use 2D anymore. They use 3D, which is fine. You can still make a 3D game that allows you to get great exploration skills. There is a game, I want to say it's called, crap, and now I can't think of the name. Shadow Complex on the Xbox 360 Live Arcade Store. That's a great game, and it's got a lot of these kinds of ideas mixed in. So this game inspired its genre, basically. So if you go up here, you find your second mini-boss, and I believe his name is Spore Spawn, or Spore Spawner, I don't know, it's something like that. Basically what he does is he spawns these spores, oddly enough, as the name implies. A couple things you can do while he spawns his spores is you can collect them. What you're going to want to do is shoot a missile into his mouth when he opens up. So the best way to do that is to pre-select your missiles so that when he opens up, you can give him a heavy salvo. You can usually get about 2 missiles in there at once. I'm gonna try to shoot 3, but I have a feeling that won't work. Yeah, 3 is probably not going to work. If you look at the bottom of the room, that door is green. We will have to discover later what destroys green doors. Boy, this guy moves fast. It's only going to get faster. So, obviously, once you shoot missiles into his mouth, he starts to slowly get weaker. In case you're wondering, the spikes on him are quite painful. You want to try to avoid them at all costs. This is why I'm off in this corner. Now you can also stand down here, but it's not advised with the spores. This is the left or right sides are probably your safest bet, and staying away from him. I mean, you could probably like spin jump over him, but it's not really advised. This is your best bet for survival, more or less. And there you go, that was a Spore Spawner, and he is dead. So basically there is a hole in the ceiling, and we're gonna go ahead and climb up there, and there should be an interesting thing waiting for us sooner or later, because usually when you defeat a boss in this game, they give you an item. So we'll have to see what our prize is going to be. Usually anytime you hear that music, it's a safe room. There's usually not any enemies. This is one of the exceptions to that rule. Super missiles! These missiles are pretty cool. They are super. Super cool. Oh, I just made that joke, didn't I? That's not even funny. It's just sad. Super missiles basically do the damage of 5 regular missiles in this game. I do not know if they carry into all Metroid games like that, but I know that this one, that is the case. They are also good at shaking enemies free from certain walls, so if you don't know if an enemy is camping behind somewhere, you can always go ahead and use them. And they will reveal enemies wherever they may hide. Now, sometimes you'll find blocks like that that require a super missile to pass through. And that's fine. Thankfully, we have plenty of them, so we will not be wasting them, that's for sure. We still can't activate those blocks down there yet, so we'll have to just keep going, and hopefully we remember that and come back to it at a later date. There's a couple things in this room that we can do later. If you go ahead and turn into a ball, you can get another missile tank here. I'm pretty surprised that I was able to get that on my first try, but no need to get too impressed. I'm sure we will be dying a couple times. And I'm sure we'll miss plenty of simple jumps for those of you that want to see me fail. Boy, I am so sick of this laser. I really hope there is a upgrade coming up soon, because it is pretty lame. These guys are dangerous. They shoot spikes in several different directions, but when you kill them, they do not leave anything. I believe that there's another Metroid game where if you kill them, they actually disperse more spikes, but I could be thinking of a different game. Not necessarily that. I don't know why these spikes move around. They almost look like they're dancing. It's very odd. I've never understood it. The game's attention to detail, even for the Super Nintendo, is very interesting. Like the glowing backgrounds, you just didn't see stuff like that. And things that are on the wall, like just the decorations, you never see stuff like that, and you're probably never going to see it again, honestly, because this game was such a champion of its time. We really can't do anything up here right now. We're gonna have to come back here later. So that is what we're just gonna have to do. I mean, we probably could make it up there, but there's really no reason to, and we can just come back later. Is this the spot? There is a secret area on one of these walls, and I don't quite remember which wall it is. Maybe it's here? I mean, we can't really do anything with it yet, so it really doesn't matter if I find it or not. But I know that there is a secret in one of these walls. You know what? I believe it's where that platform is up there. I just want to show it off real quick, even though we can't really do anything. Maybe this isn't the spot I was thinking of, but there is a secret in one of these. I promise you that. If you go in here, you'll find something you don't see often. It's an energy restore room. That should have been something else that was implemented in other rooms. Wow, I just looked at the time and we are at 21 minutes. Alright, the next time I come back, we are going to continue to explore Brinstar and hopefully find us that boss. Until next time, you guys.